Hi everyone and welcome to the first channel to be streaming adventures using the Tormenta 20 system played in English. My name is Alexander Januzzi, I'll be your host and GM for tonight, and with me I have an amazing cast. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I play Phogrum. He is a satyr bard with an artist background, and he has dashing red hair, majestic horns curved over his head, and leather armor for stealth.
Hi, I'm Giselle Fernandez. I'm playing Silt. They are a golem construct, sort of fused with a fire elemental, and also a rogue. They don't really have. They're wearing studded armor, I believe, and don't really enjoy being looked at, so they just kind of like to blend into the background. That's about it.
Hi, I'm Sydney Granat. I'll be playing Ruby Van Pelt. She is a Medusa sorceress. She's quite the spoiled rich girl. She's got very dark emerald green snake hair with they all have these red ruby colored eyes, and she also has pretty striking eyes as well. Her skin is kind of a slightly paler shade of green. She wears very inappropriate, her clothes are for fashion and to show off. They are not set for they're not good for adventuring. She is the least practical person you will ever meet.
Amazing. You are all in the kingdom. Oh yes. I apologize. I just shut up. Let me go back to my corner.
So I'll be playing recurring character as well. Giliopale. I'm an Austrian, which you all know now, I presume. Knight, and just like any other knight, plate of armor and some tidy military uniform. The only different thing is he has a lot of skulls all over his stuff, all over. But kind of makes sense now.
Okay. Now for realsies. You're all in the kingdom of Pumbador. More specifically, you're in the city of Pumbador, which is a large, sprawling beast spanning miles inland and along the coast. Some time ago, there was a boom in adventuring in these lands. Nobles were funding adventuring expeditions in search of knowledge, information, magic, and ancient ruins and relics, and new things as well, new technologies, across the seas, in nearby sovereign states, and inside the lands of Pumbador. And over time, more and more people wanted to start a life of adventuring, but also the nobles started losing interest as less interesting things were being brought back for them to brag about in court. So the result is that the city of Pumbador is now saturated with would-be adventurers of all kinds, which makes it pretty hard to find work in the business. Our group, however, was found by a man named Paul Orchid from a nearby village that needs help. In exchange for the adventurer's work, he promised he could introduce them to some nobles of Pumbador that actually tended to hire the services of adventurers nowadays. With nothing better to do, our adventurers accepted the mission and rode with him to the village called Stool's Stream. The village was gifted to one called Griffin Stool, a stool carver that caught the eye of the king himself some generations ago, hence the name. After arriving, they were all brought to the town hall to meet the mayor. So you guys are in the town hall. It's a kind of a spacious building. There's some chairs laid out, way more chairs than you guys actually need. There is some simple breakfasts set up for you guys, even though it's almost lunchtime. With you guys is Paul. He dresses quite nicely for a person that lives in a nearby village and isn't a noble. has like graying hair, like no mustache, like he keeps a clean shave. Very polite guy. And you guys have been waiting for the mayor for quite a little bit. Like you guys are starting to maybe wonder if like this is gonna happen. Like why did you guys come here in the first place? But this guy was like dressed nice, so maybe he like, he was for real. But now you guys are not here. And in comes a man laughing with somebody else right in tow, 2 other guys in tow. He has blonde hair, spiky kind of, with a little bit of a mullet. This like leather jacket, pretty tatty. Mouth full of food, laughing, like spitting food out. He comes in laughing with a man dressed pretty much just like a ranger, has a bow, like has armor on and stuff. And he comes in laughing and he says, "Hey Paul, never mind those adventurers. Like the sheriff has some friends he can call upon. Like you don't need to be looking for them or anything." Oh, I guess you brought the adventurers. Okay. And then Paul's like, "Well, hang on there a minute. We already have them. They're here. They've traveled here, so we're gonna give them the chance to solve our problem. Okay." And you see that the guy, the sheriff, is a tall guy, kind of muscular. He kind of looks at you guys and kind of loses the laughter and just like tries to play cool. Stands by in a wall or something. And the mayor's like, "Well, here's the thing," with his mouth full. Somebody's been stealing food from our city, right? And we actually have a witness this time around. And he points at the third person. "Billy, what did you see?" And you see this like older gentleman, wow, with white hair. He comes in, he's like, "Yeah, you see, yeah. So I heard my dog barking in the farm the other day, and I came outside to look, and we saw these like little tiny people running around, running out from our food. So I thought goblins, right? Am I right?" And the sheriff is like, "Yeah, there's a family of goblins. There's a family of goblins living nearby in the forest. Pretty sure it was them. So it's not too much of a mystery for you guys. So you just gotta go and make sure they don't steal from us again."
Right.
Seems simple enough.
That seems simple. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I really, I just came to tag along. I have a friend in town. Maybe I'm sure you 3 can handle it, and I'll just do you happen to have I didn't see any kind of hotel or residence. Maybe I could just stay the night and find a carriage to head home.
100%. We have what did I call it? We have the Orchid Sprout Lodging, which I'm the co-owner of, says Paul Orchid. Says you guys, of course, are gonna have lodging in there for as long as you need to complete this mission, this dangerous task.
Excuse me, you have a cellar.
A cellar? Would you rather sleep in the cellar?
Yes.
There's like a pause.
Or like
I mean, all they can see.
facility will do.
All they can see is the skeleton armor, which is like a skeleton armor, and then like a Medusa dressed as a noble. And they're seeing the skeleton armor. They don't know why. They're like, okay. I mean, we can. We have lodging for all kinds of people. I'm sure we can accommodate you, sir. This is definitely not a problem. Would your satyr friend also have any specific?
We were actually told that we were going to be accommodated very accordingly for this. So we were told that we were going to have shall we say, some very nice accommodations.
Oh, these sound nice to me. Sometimes I just dig a hole in the ground and stay there.
Who said that?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, hi.
Relatable.
Sorry.
The living footstool over there. Yes. No. They were quite just kind of a box as we were riding over, and I left my had my feet all propped up on them, and then they just started talking.
Oh,
Hi.
okay. So I guess we have 4 adventurers. Cool. So see, our chances are keep improving here. Buck, we have discovered, okay? It's gonna be okay. And
Okay.
Buck is, finishing his pastry. He's like, yeah, all right. Just make sure you're done in 3 days, okay? Otherwise, I'm gonna let the sheriff go find his friends and take care of the business. And then they stream out, and it's just you and Paul again, and it's kind of like awkward silence. So, okay, is there anything else you would need from me?
Well, I have quite a bit of baggage, quite a number of belongings. So I'd like to be shown to our accommodations if you could.
Of course. So yeah, let me take you guys into the city. Here on Road 20. Did I put you guys in the right city? I didn't. Here's the
Yes.
right city. So it's quite a small town. You guys came riding in from the north. So this way, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
The town hall is one of these big buildings here in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks you guys out. It's just dirt roads for the most part. And he takes you guys to the Orchid Sprout lodging. And he shows you guys where it is and says, look, I have to go attend to some other business, but please go right in. Our staff will be very nice to you. They know we're expecting people. So you guys are gonna be taken care of. And he kind of scoots out, scrambles. You guys are standing at the door.
Yeah. No. I wait for someone to hold the door open for me.
If I notice that, I will oblige automatically.
Yeah. I walk in. I carry none of my stuff, but I'm sure it's all there somewhere.
I would say you guys probably rode a little bit further with the carriage and parked there.
Yeah.
So your stuff is at the carriage.
In the carriage, yeah.
Is there only one entrance to the hotel, or can I kind of snoop around?
So it's kind of like a large, not really large, but it's like a long building with a bunch of doors, and they have numbers. This one does have 2 floors. It's not super long. There's 2 floors, and there's one main part, which is clearly the reception type situation.
Cool.
So you it's the type of thing of you have to go in and ask for the key,
Get the key.
get your own key.
Yeah.
Go away.
So I'll walk right in and just go up to the front desk and just see who's there.
You see, there's this woman, this older lady, sitting down. She's reading something, and she all of a sudden recites a couple of lines as if she's reading a play or something. Then she goes back to reading. She's doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Pardon me. I'm looking for the master suite.
Oh my! Where did you come from? I didn't see you there.
Mr. Orchid?
brought us into town. Apparently something to do with thieving goblins. But
Oh, well, all right. And then she like reaches back, grabs some keys, and like puts them in the counter. Goes back to reading.
Can you direct me to the cellar?
Yes.
will there be anyone to help me with my luggage?
Oh, I can do that. Oh, if you want.
Fantastic. And I grab a key and start.
I just scramble to like grab as much of her luggage as I can and like follow her.
While they're doing that, can I sneakily try and get like another master suite room key while she's reading? And
I don't think I got a master suite key. I think I just got a key.
Or can I, or just get a master suite key as well?
You quickly see there's no master suite. There's like
There is none.
keys. No keys seems like a master suite key.
Okay.
And she put on the table more keys than you guys need.
Oh, okay.
Great. I've taken 2 keys then. I've taken a key for my luggage and I've taken a key for me.
I didn't take a key. I'm probably just gonna like try and hide among her luggage at some point.
Is it written
Amazing.
cellars in any of them? I'm like trying to see the little like keychains if they have any, like those big wooden black.
Sellers. I'd say at this point, like, another girl comes in and she looks at you guys. She has like dark hair. She's like just dressed like normally, pretty comfortably. And she says, "Oh, hello. I guess we have guests. Hi. I see most of you have been given keys already." And she's like, looks at like Ruby leaving with the key, with her stuff already. Assumes she has a key.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at you guys, see like the other 4 keys on the counter, like takes 2 of them. It's like, sorry, you were asking for something? And she points at you, and then she kind of edges back because of all the skulls.
I need the directions to the cellars, please.
Of course, you want to sleep. Of course, you want to sleep in the cellar. They have vibes. Okay. I'll take you there. And she gives 1 key to Phogrum, and she shows you the cellar. There's like a cellar at the back, basically. Yeah, you guys are shown to your accommodations. You have an entire room for all your luggage.
Yep. Technically, it's kind of Silt's room now, but it's, you know, in Ruby's mind, it's for her luggage.
I remember I don't pack because stuff, so I just go back to the lobby and wait for the rest.
Cool. Are you guys just dropping your
probably-
stuff and coming back?
I do have a sleeping bag that I don't use, so I just leave it there. It's
Cool.
hard getting rid of stuff.
It's one of those doors on the ground, you know? Instead of being like this, you're like
Yeah,
this,
no.
and then you just open them like
tornado shelter like Dorothy and the
Yeah,
Wizard of Oz.
exactly. Exactly. And she brings you a candle to see things down there, and she's like, do you want the candle? I'll leave you the candle.
I don't need it. Do watchers glow? Like, do they glow where? Because I was gonna say I blow the candle, but I don't have a lung.
Yeah, I don't think you
Well,
can.
I try.
I think if you can speak, you can blow air, because even though you don't have a larynx or anything that would create sound, you can speak. So
Hey, we are in the world of
Maybe it's
magic, so who
magical?
knows?
Because I don't have eyes and I can see, so. I'm very confused. Yeah. Well, I'm starting to ponder about existence as a Gnostic.
Yeah, you're just standing in the lobby having a mental breakdown.
I'll put some time into that. Yeah. Yeah. Like, wow. Life, man. Wow.
Or undeaf. Undeaf is
Or
harsh.
death.
Just
I
a voice that you
probably
hear in your head.
I probably walked in, immediately disliked everything that had to do with my room. Mentally decided I'm gonna find somewhere else to sleep tonight if I can. But for the moment, just be like, I need a shower. Not a shower. I need a bath. I need to freshen myself up. So I probably take at least 30 minutes to like bathe and change. And like reapply makeup.
And it's still just like standing there the whole time.
Pretty much.
Either
yeah.
that or just standing with my luggage.
So yeah, I'm in the other room with her luggage, and I'm just like stacking it in stupid little like patterns just to pass the time because I don't know what else to do. I don't want to bother her to be like, can I unpack these? I just want to like do something.
I mean, I'm assuming also if you're just there like helping her, she's now been like, oh, this person's going to get me the hot water for my bath, and it's just been like nonchalantly ordering you about.
I'm fused with a fire elemental. I can just warm up your bath.
Perfect.
Yeah, pretty much.
Match made in heaven.
Oh no.
And abusive relationship. Okay.
Yep.
Right off the bat.
Wow.
Yep. Toxic
Right off
friendship
the gate.
immediately, but Ruby doesn't know that. Ruby's just like, this is great.
Phogrum, are your accommodations to your liking?
Well, I was gonna say, is there anything in my room that looks of value?
Oh my gosh.
No. Hard no.
Cool. Then no, it's not to my liking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like look around and I'm sort of like appalled by like seeing like there's nothing, because like basically hoping that like there was something I could steal. So I like leave the room and I like walk around the hotel seeing like, you know, what's around.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Don't you start with these tonight,
First
okay?
roll of the game.
I love Phogrum, but he's so good.
He always rolls natural 20s. I don't
You
know.
want Brendan to roll some natural 20s? Just put a camera on him, man.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously.
I love it.
Okay, so like I said, it's like one of those like long hotels that you just like have the first door, which is the reception, and then there's like all the other doors, which are all the other rooms, and then some stairs that you can go up, and there's like the second floor of rooms, and you guys can pretty much choose which floor you're on, and if you're like on nearby rooms or not. What you see is not too many rooms seem to be occupied. They're all about the same. Some of them are unlocked because there's nobody in them, and like probably the person that has to go in and clean them all the time doesn't just want to be like locking and unlocking doors for this thing. Somebody's lazy. It's pretty shoddy. Like rooms kind of smell musty sometimes, and or don't look like they've been cleaned very much, especially in the second floor, which I would assume people just like want to stay on the first one. There's really like nothing really shiny about this hotel at all. What you do realize soon after the actual lodging keep, the girl that came later, her name is Shelby Sprout, the co-owner of the Orchid Sprout. You do realize that the other lady seems to live in the hotel. She like goes back to her room, still like rehearsing her lines, whatever she's doing, singing some lines and stuff. And as soon as she goes in and you hear her calling out, Nikki, Tyler. Like, you don't hear what else she says, but she's like calling to somebody. And you see her walking around. Like, you see somehow she has like a passage to another one of the rooms. You know that some of these rooms do have like doors to each other. That's pretty much it. You catch for perceptioning, and like she seems to be practicing a number for singing.
Do I notice if like all of them ended up in one room, like with the connecting rooms? Did they all go into one of the rooms?
Oh, she was actually alone. She called for somebody.
She's just calling it, but they're
see
not
if they were
doing
there,
so
but they
then.
weren't there.
Mhm.
So the room that she does end up going to then herself, would I be able to sneak in and see if there's anything of value in there to steal?
She is in there.
But there's two rooms, right? There's the two connecting ones.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So
There's
the
a room
one
that
she's not in.
well, she's not in. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
roll us a sleight of hand, which is thievery,
That's my
to see
jam,
if you
right?
unlock this door.
Oh my god, I cannot kid you enough. I got another natural 20.
Oh my
I swear to
you're
God.
so-
I swear. Hold on. Look at this. No, it didn't go. Hold on. I swear on my life I got a natural 20.
Okay, there's a 1 in 400 chance of doing that, by the way. Just so you know.
Don't do it a third time. He's not gonna believe you a third time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No,
take
it's
a
a-
picture and then I will show
I
you.
believe you guys. But I mean, waste them now, because then when we have shit happens later, I want to see you roll the ones. You. I mean, you did waste it now because it's like a really simple door. I'm like, you needed probably like a 10 to open this door. You just got probably like a 25. So yeah, you open the door. Just give me a stealth check for walking in there.
Another natural. No, I'm just kidding.
You didn't even
I'll
roll
flip
yet.
this table if you roll a natural 20.
Like, your arm didn't move. You didn't even roll yet.
I rolled in my head.
Well,
that
that's
would be
easy.
a.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing the whole time. Just kidding. I rolled a 10.
10 total.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wasted my natural 20. didn't I? Dang it.
Well, yeah, when you guys roll, please say it out loud and then please write it in the chat too. The type of roll and the number. You walk in and you're like, heck yeah, I'm gonna like finally find something to steal in here. Immediately knock on a nightstand, stumble upon a nightstand, and you're like, hold like this vase that was on it, and you're like, okay, fuck, I've been heard. And you hear some silence from the other room, and the door that connects the rooms is open. And you're like, oh, here we go. And then she keeps singing. You're like, all right then. You look around. Let me think what you find. You find like, if you look in the closet, you see plenty of like really expensive clothes. And you're like, what are they doing in this town with these clothes? You see some like weird little things like the vase or like some decoration that also doesn't really fit in this hotel room. And let's see. And you find 40 silver.
Heck yeah. Cool. I take the silver and I like very slowly walk backwards out of the room to try not to get caught because I was not as quiet as I wanted to be, and I cut my losses and go back to my room.
Okay, cool. When you like close the door, you hear her saying like, "Tyler, is that you?" And then she comes around, but you're like already closed the door and like sneaked out. That's it. We rolled bad, but she rolled poorly. Cool. Afternoon's yours. What you guys up to?
Probably once I'm finished doing all of the things that Ruby does, she's going to go back to the front desk. And I'm assuming the younger woman's Shelby. Shelby is probably is she behind the desk still?
She is. Let me start showing some of these characters to you guys. Here's Shelby.
Cool.
Forgive her angry looking face. She's not that angry looking.
I don't know. That character, her character of inspiration is also.
Here's the mayor. Here's Paul.
Okay.
Here is the other older lady that was there.
Nice.
That's
Kind
a
of.
cool hat.
Yeah, she's very extravagantly dressed. Yeah, I think those are the people you've met so far. Oh, and the sheriff.
Cool.
There you go.
All right. I'll probably go up to Shelby and just be like, "Hi, so I have a friend who kind of ended up around here, and I was hoping you might be able to point me in her direction."
Let me guess, her name is Nikki.
Yes.
She's like, makes complete sense. Yes, she's staying in our hotel, actually.
Oh. Is she? Do you know if she's here, or do I need to venture outwards?
I'm not sure, but you can check on room 25.
Room 25.
And she
All
gives
right.
you like this very fake smile.
She doesn't. She's just like,
Doesn't
I don't
compute.
care. It's one of those things that if she catches it, she doesn't care, and she probably doesn't catch it because it's like, no, everyone smiles at me like this.
Babs.
So yeah, she'll go to room 25 and just kind of knock on the door.
You knock on the door, you hear a woman singing from the room that nearby. There's nobody.
All right. I don't think she would have it on her, but I think probably like, she's in her own little world. So if people are waiting for her, she doesn't acknowledge it and she'll go back to her room. Write a little note for Nikki, just being like, "Hi, I'm in town. I'm actually staying here. Probably not for the night, but at least at the moment." And just like gives her a room number and like leaves the note like in the door.
Okay. If everybody's playing this game of like waiting for everybody else to come and call them,
I'll from there after leaving the note, I'll do whatever. Like if people are heading to someplace, she'll probably tag along.
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
I'd like, if it's okay, to just sort of like scout the perimeter of this motel, just to like see where all of the kind of windows are heading out of the rooms and stuff. Just for fun.
You see, nothing is very. Well, give me an investigation check.
Oh yeah. Ha ha ha! I rolled a 3.
I thought you were going to say you rolled a 20 and I was like,
Plus, I mean, you're rogue.
Oh, if only. Hang on, let me. Where? My character sheet is
Brendan is
buried
hogging
back
all the
here.
yeah.
luck.
Sorry, I'll roll for you.
No.
Oh my, thank you. Knowing my luck, I'd just catch the one. Investigation is a +3, so that is a grand total of 6.
Ooh.
I can't spell words.
I'd say there's more people than you expected. And that makes you a little anxious.
Okay.
But so you don't catch that like some of the doors are straight up unlocked, but you do catch that the windows seem very simple. Everything in the motel seems very simple. In fact, everything in the town seems very simple. It doesn't seem like they've like had much trouble with security or anything of the sort. At least not any time recent.
Okay. Well, maybe that's why they keep getting stolen from.
And you do see across the street, there is a building made of red brick, called the Orchid Apothecary.
Can I go check out the Orchid Apothecary?
Apothecary.
Yeah,
Pocket.
It's a
I will
joke
also-
with pocket.
A pocket.
pocket. I will also head to the apothecary.
Cool. You walk in. There's like one of those this thing like made of little pieces of bamboo that when you walk in, it just like it goes like, and you see a man walking from out of the through a door behind the balcony. Balcony? The thing.
Back
Porch.
door.
The thing where the salesperson stands.
Oh,
Point of sale.
register. Yeah.
Yeah.
Register. Front desk.
Yeah,
Front
so
counter.
he walks out. You see he's like wearing these shades, even though he's inside. He's wearing this like very these like dark garments, but also kind of like stylish in a way. And he comes out and he looks at you guys. Oh, hi. Can I help you?
Hi. You look like a gentleman of taste. Listen, we're staying in this.
I know.
We're staying in this little hotel situation across the street, but I was just wondering if you knew anything, just maybe a little further afield that's a little bit more upper crust.
If I knew, I'd be staying there and not in the motel.
So you're staying there too.
I mean, would you say you've ever met Nikki's brother?
So I think he knows about her, and they've maybe even met a couple times. She has no recollection of him.
Okay, let me roll a memory check for him. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's his answer. He's like,
No, I feel so sorry for you. No,
oh, thanks.
yeah. Do you happen to know Nikki Orchid?
Wow, she's my sister, but, do you ever really know a person?
So true. No, I just, we go ways back. So I just wanted to pop in and say hi. I also heard something nonsense was going on, so I thought I'd, maybe lend a hand or something. But this place is adorable. Is this place yours?
Why, it is, yes. And he's like,
I'm sure.
here, let me show you some of our goodies, some local sourced goodies. And he like puts out this like hand cream. It's like, spread some on your hand. He's like super nice, but all the time he's like with this like weird smile on his face.
Does not look happy, but again, she does not get any of that. Just that this looks so much better than all of that was already provided at the hotel. I have my own stuff, of course, but some of these look interesting. I could try a couple of these out. I mean, the hand cream is divine.
Yes, it's very responsibly sourced, and I actually convinced the manufacturer myself to use the ingredients, and it's sourced specifically for me. You can only find it here in my apothecary in Stool. We're not selling it in Pomodoro yet.
Very
Well,
ambitious. All right.
while they're like chit-chatting, can I have like tried to like follow her in like unnoticed to just sort of peruse the store while his attention's on her?
Yeah, 100%. Give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna use a different d20 this time. Hang
Okay,
on.
Ruby would not intentionally do this, but
Where
could I give her the help action just being the center of attention?
Oh yeah, 100%. You can roll, diplomacy or performance. Yeah.
I will probably not be helping too much, but that's a 12 total.
I mean,
Hey,
I
that's
got
a +1.
So it is a plus
it's a
one.
plus
So yeah, for you.
so I add a +1 to what I rolled because I rolled
Yeah.
an 8 on the die and I add 8 to that, so then that would be 17 plus the extra one.
Cool. It's a pretty good roll.
18. Yeah.
Great. You're it's just like, I mean, it's, we were making the joke of you looking like pretending to be, or looking like at the stool, footstool. Would you say you're like a tiny construct, or that at least you like a lot of the time you're like kind of hunching over?
I'm like,
or, like
trying
crawling?
to make myself smaller than I am always. Yeah.
Okay. Tyler is talking to you, Ruby, and he's like showing you this like face cream now, and he's like, yeah, no, just try just a little bit makes such a difference. And he's like, if you circle, don't always circle upwards. And then he like, oh my god, what is that? And he points at you.
I like notice that I've been like directly noticed, and I'm like staying as stock still as I possibly can.
You can see just the eyes like above the table like this.
Oh, don't mind them. They're part of the little group that got hired for by Paul Orchid. Yes, Orchid. Oh, yes. No, he's
You
the
mean
one
my
who
father?
hired us. Yes, your father. Yes, he hired us. I mean, I'm not really
He
doing
hired
it.
you.
Well, I'm not doing it for the money. I more did it for the, I mean, how many opportunities does one have to come to a place like this?
Any opportunities they want, as many as they want. It's right next to
but
Pomodoro.
My circles don't tend to go in this direction, though. I tend to go, other areas. No, so, but, no, this is, Silt. Yes. They're quite helpful. Practically my assistant at this point.
Oh my god. It says, oh, yeah. Okay. Cool.
But I think I'll how much for I think, and she'll start like compiling some stuff and just start going through her purse.
Give me a diplomacy check. Real quick. Cause the entrance was bumpy, but you kind of played the part pretty cool.
All right, let me double check what that is. Plus, all right, that'll be 27.
You see, he's gonna say something, and he's like, kind of seems to control himself, and so he just goes like, it's silver pieces for the hand cream and 10 for the facial cream.
Fantastic. And she just slides it out, like pulls it out of her pocket, dumps it on the counter.
And you see a little bit of regret going in his face, like, I could have said so much more.
How much is that total, just so I can update her funds?
15 silver pieces, which is like, for a town
It's
like
nothing.
this, exorbitant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I think the guys that made Tormenta made they made an actual like text on how much like a serf would live on, like you know, like a common folk would live on for the year, and it's something like 30 pieces, something like that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Um,
Doesn't
so
mean
yeah.
anything to her.
yeah. Cool. So, but then before you leave, he says like, so my father hired you to deal with the goblins.
I mean, I think he thinks he hired me. I have more decided to join as a potential assistant. But, you know, I've got some little hidden talents. Sure, Silt as well has many talents as well, I'm sure. A couple of others too. Don't know them particularly well, but I'm sure between, well, you know, worst comes to worst, you know, you have that head guard or whoever he seems capable enough, I'm sure.
Yes. Jack has, quite a while back, a few years back, we did have a problem with thieves, and he solved it for us. And he accepted the job as sheriff and stayed in town and was given a home here, and he's kept us safe until now. And the theft kept going on, so my father decided to hire adventurers. I don't know why, really. Maybe Jack's been spending too much time with Buck and is kind of growing lax on his job or something. He has been spending more time with Buck, but I don't know. They did steal from my apothecary a while back. It's been some months. Yes,
What did they
I know.
steal?
Well, they actually stole some ingredients from me, more than anything.
What kind of
That's so...
ingredients? What kind of ingredients?
Sorry. So good. You see, he turns to you like he almost forgot you were there. And he's like, some like herbs and one of my creams as well. A couple of vials of one of my creams. So I don't really remember what. It's been a while.
That is such a shame. We will have to do something about that then.
That would be so much appreciated.
And just the fake, like, rich friend smile of like, I don't like you that much, but you don't like me that much, and we have a lot in common, so we're gonna smile at each other, and then she's gonna leave.
Cool. As Ruby's leaving, Tyler comes around this like centerpiece of a table and just kind of like standing there, kind of like waiting for Silt to go with.
So it's just kind of like standing still again, being like, maybe he forgot about me again, and I don't have to move.
And he says like, Sand, was it?
Silt, yes, thank you, goodbye. And I like run out the door.
Cool. So there you go.
So yeah, probably I'll probably go looking for these two, just being like, well, now we actually have to do something about this. Now I actually have some vague interest in what's happening. So I'm assuming Gilly's still in the lobby?
I am in the lobby drafting some documents. Like, I'm writing on some parchment. Like, I have 3 copies of something that I'm currently writing.
I'll probably just walk up and literally look over your shoulder like, what are you doing?
Oh, this is yours. And is Phogrum in the room, like in the lobby, or is he?
I'm still in my room at the moment.
Okay, so I'll leave the one I was finishing to the side, and then do I see Sil?
I hope
I know
not.
Silt, dude.
Can I like roll stealth again?
Yeah, sure.
Just be like constantly trying to hide every time.
Yeah, I actually
8.
give you the paper and then
18
Not
plus
sure.
8, 26.
you need this. Oh, I do not. No, I do not perceive you at all. Just yeah, that was a good roll, by the way. But no, there's no way I rolled a 6.
You do not notice the new piece of furniture to the side.
Right. So, well, just Ruby then. It's well. This is a say it. I'm not really into this legal stuff, but it's kind of a consent form. I just want to know that in case of untimely death, would you like to be resurrected? Consent is really important to me. You see, I was raised back from the dead, and I didn't ask for it. I'm beginning to get a grip on my new life, on death, whatever. But I don't want to impose anyone.
This is up to you guys if you knew or not that he was an undead or not. Like, 100%
You
up
think
to you.
Ruby would have paid that much attention? No, she did not know that. She also-
I'm like standing in the corner being like, wait, I was created without my permission. Holy crap, maybe I should talk to this person. But also, there's too many people in this room already. I'm not gonna talk to anybody. Like, just like thinking like, I don't know.
I am
also
a
just-
mess that is a skull, but I have a skull under. I'm not sure if you perceived that, but yeah, you're talking to a skull.
So Ruby definitely has just a moment of like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm never going to die. I don't. Like, that's just
Fine.
her expression, like, shuts down and just kind of has that, like, fake little smile. She's just like, well, this is fun.
I will take this
It's
into
not really.
consideration.
No, it. Sorry.
I will take this into consideration.
Okay. You do let me know.
Yes. Yes, no, yes, consent is important. I don't believe this will be necessary anytime soon, though.
Yeah, we all think that at first. Starts rubbing his head like reflexively. Yeah.
You guys hear from behind the counters somebody saying really quiet, like, awkward.
Where's
But,
the
yeah, nice talking to you about that. Yeah, you have any doubt?
Do we know where the satyr gentleman, Phogrum?
Oh, no.
So in the meantime, I'm like sitting there, like laying on the bed, just like counting my silver pieces still, just like seeing what I got. Yeah, just like making it.
Diving in the shallow pool of silver pieces.
You also travel with the bougiest woman ever and never crossed your mind to go to try to like break into her room.
Not yet. Well, because I don't know where your room is yet.
Well, you
'Cause
just gave him the idea, though.
Oh yeah, no. Sydney did.
So I'm like doing that, and I'm like laying there, and I'm like realized that like it was only 19 silver, and I was like, oh okay. So then I get like bored really quickly, and I like hide it in like so no one will find it, and then I decide to go down and check out the common area and see what's up with the Shelby in the at the front desk.
You find your friends or your colleagues.
Oh, hi there. Here's your form.
I'm like, okay, and I take the parchment.
Have any doubts?
Yeah, I fold mine up and just stick it in my basically it's a purse. Oh, they're around here somewhere, I'm sure. Why don't I take it for them? I take Silt as well.
Sure,
Are they
they'll-
alive? I'm not sure I can do anything about it.
That is an interesting. Well, apparently, so I can't find my friend who I'm Nikki. If you happen to hear anything about her, let me know. But so we went to that cute little store over the way, and they were stolen from too. It's not just food and things that they can obviously get more of at any time anyway. So I think, maybe we go see what's going on, maybe. Just to take a gander.
Don't worry.
Oh, I don't know where I'm going.
Neither do I. Wait.
Can I try to sleight of hand the consent form off of Ruby while they're talking?
100%.
Okay.
That's a thievery check.
Oh my god, I rolled an 18
Do I have to
again.
roll
They're all like,
Who's our
perception.
commanding officer?
I'll just say thievery is like the best luck roll in general.
do I need to roll perception against that?
Yes.
Can I
18 plus
unknowingly
6.
distract her? So that's fine.
Ooh, that is the best I've ever rolled on this dice.
Yeah, you can accidentally help if you want, Namwe. Seems to be a thing going around.
I'll
That
roll
is the best
what?
I've ever rolled.
Perception.
Perception.
Ooh, so
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, mine's percent. I never rolled well on this dice, and I just rolled a 19, so I'm very pleased.
Hell yeah.
Because I kind of was like, I'll roll low so that they'll succeed. I chose the
So-
dice that I thought would betray me.
Yeah. Silt
I still
takes
don't
the
see it.
thing.
Yeah.
So Shelby is sitting behind the counter. Counter, that's the word. And she... Words, right? Am I right? She's sitting behind the counter. And she's like this, looking at you guys, like, investigate. And she's like, so, the only witness who have ever seen the thieves so far is Billy, the farmer.
Well, I suppose if we can find Billy, that's a good place to start. Maybe he can show us where he saw them go, and we can start there.
We also know, I think Jack knows where the goblins live. The sheriff. He goes into this forest quite often to keep an eye on things.
I don't like the forest very much, so let's start with Billy. You can do whatever you want, the rest of you, but I will start with Billy.
I like chime in, and I go there up to Shelby, and I try to like charm her, so I like lean against the counter. I'm like, Shelby, you're giving
like-
us a couple options. What would you say is the best option to start with? And I like slowly put my finger on the counter, and I'm like trying to be like very charming and like seductive a little bit.
Okay, now is the part that I like. Do I play what the character would play, or do I make you roll for it?
I think you gotta make him roll for it.
You
Yeah.
can make him roll with disadvantage if you want.
I know what you would do, but
Oh, well,
yeah.
yeah.
I am
do like
trying-
with a minus to it,
Would
maybe.
you say you're doing this like in an honest way or a dishonest way? I would say it's a dishonest way.
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to, get her to tell us like what would be the best way to like where to start. But yeah, I'm not actually interested in her. I'm just trying to get her to be like compliant, I guess, or that's right.
Okay, you can choose. It's either a
Compliant?
diplomacy or
I don't know
a
what the right
trickery.
word is. Do I?
Consent.
Either
You know what I
diplomacy or trickery.
Let's see.
Trickery being like the deception in the system.
Trickery is higher, so I'm gonna go trickery.
Of course, it's higher.
Of course, for this character.
Didn't help much. 14.
You see, like when you like kind of go like this on the counter, she kind of like draws back, right? And you're like trying to be like all charming and stuff. She's like, I think that whatever option is the best option is the option that gets you out of the door.
And what would that option be that you would suggest? And I'm
How about
like
the first
batting
one?
my eyes.
Oh, you seem to have something on your eyes.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me help you.
So
I'm like doing like this, like trying to like what's that?
two things happen. One, you smell the smell of a skeleton. Two, you hear the sound of blowing. Three, you don't feel the wind.
Well, it just like freaks me out that he's doing that, and I'm just like, what is he trying to do?
Thank you.
And I smell it, and I just start
Okay,
like
now I
dodging.
understand
I'm
a
like,
little bit more about myself.
How about you two go do something else? Shelby, would you mind showing me to Billy?
Actually, I work here, so I need to be here. But if you guys follow the river, you can find his. Actually, if you go to the river, you'll see the bridge. If you cross the bridge, you're gonna see the first big farm there, and he's the one that tends to it. He's probably working there now.
Ruby just has a look on her face like this is already more information than I know what to do with.
She's like, "Good luck."
like, I tried to give you an escape, but all right. And she just goes to the door and just like, she's gonna start walking and just see where she ends up.
Cool. Okay.
and I just like I stand there like slightly embarrassed of like what happened, but I'd like try to keep my cool, and I'm just like, all right, thank you, and then I like walk away.
She's like, "Bye, have a good day."
I turn around, I'm like, mm-hmm.
I was trying to get her away from him, so
Before you leave, like she says, like, I'm not signing one of those.
Your turn.
Before you leave, Gilly, you feel like a little tap on your shoulder, and like I slip the signed consent form into your hand.
that. I think I look at you for the first time, and I'm like, how am I supposed to reanimate?
I don't know.
With bones. Do I have bones?
I don't know. And then I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah. Okay.
Just if you can, it's fine. If not, that's also fine.
I'll figure something out. Yes. No. Okay. Nice meeting you.
Ruby, give me a survival check.
Oh, this is gonna go so poorly. I'm so excited. It's 14 plus what? Or probably minus. Well, no. Yeah, just plus 1. So 15. So not as bad as it should have.
Okay. Ruby starts leading the way to the river. You guys leave the center of town and kind of go, and you guys actually find the bridge, and you see the first farm, and you go over. And you see there's a man working there. His wife seems to be working there too. There's a dog. He looks at you guys once and goes, bark. Just like, doesn't even get up. It's just like, it just gives one bark.
Not
He's
like
like,
the last one. Not like the last. By
no.
the way, what happened to the dog? Oh,
He's
I
alive and
missed
well.
more. He's
Barks.
walking around. Yeah.
He's barking around his own adventures.
I am. Yeah, I feel nostalgia.
And it like, you guys see Peely, the guy you already met, is working there. And he hears the bark and he looks at you guys and like, oh, hey. And then he like, kind of runs over a little bit, but not really. He's just kind of walking and he's like, with the hands kind of flopping like this. Hey, how's it going, I guess? Crazy day, right?
I suppose. I've had crazier, oddly enough. Well,
Ooh.
so you're Billy, correct?
That's my name.
And you saw the thieves.
Yes, I did. I saw their silhouettes in the dark. Yes, they were tiny. They're fast. Mm-hmm.
Where was the light coming from when you saw those silhouettes?
From inside my house.
Compared to me, would you say they are taller or shorter?
A little bit shorter. A little bit shorter. I think. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And how close were they to your farm?
Well, here I can show you guys. I can show you. And he takes you guys around, and there's like the house. It's kind of rather big. And you go around, and there's like a barn where he was keeping like granary and all this kind of stuff. And the door is kind of busted. The door's a little busted up.
Can I immediately just start investigating the barn?
Yeah?
Just looking for
Are you doing that stealthily or just like diving into investigating?
I
Up
think
to you.
yeah. It's I think I'm gonna try and do it stealthily so I don't interrupt anything else that's going on.
Okay.
So, do you want me to?
Yeah,
you want me
just stealth and investigation.
Cool. 11. I rolled an 11 on the die for stealth. Plus 8 is 19. And then, god damn it, I rolled a 12. Plus 3, so that's only 15 for investigation.
Okay. Cool. While like Billy is entertaining you guys with a tale of how he walked out one night and because he heard his dog barking and some noise, and like walked outside and was appalled to see these little creatures running off into the night with like big bags of his grain. Silt just like floop, like you guys can roll perception just see if you see him or not. I don't know if Silt is
Own butter.
is I don't know if Silt's trying to be sneaky from you guys as well. But yeah, Silt, you were investigating, and like even before you crossed the limit of the barn, you see like the scene has been like masked with a lot. Like the door is busted up, it was obviously like dragged on the floor, kind of erased the footprints in front. There's a lot of footsteps there in the dirt. You go in, you see more. There's just more like footsteps. It's a little bit easier to see inside. You kind of spend some time looking around, and you do not see any tiny footsteps.
Interesting.
Hmm.
They're tiny creatures with big feet. Is my first, is Silt's first thought. Like, not the brightest construct, but
Hobbits.
Yeah,
Harfoots.
probably at some point with Billy's story, we would just be like, "You said your dog barked, but he didn't really bark when we came up, and we're strangers."
Well, his yeah, he picks his battles, you know. Like during the day, he's not very bothered. During the night, he's more. That's when he kicks in and is more vigilant.
Very useful.
Do I notice anything like a weapon or anything valuable on him as well?
Phogrum's just here to pillage the city, 100%.
Trying to find supplies.
This guy has a what is it called, like a plow or whatever it's called.
Yeah, plow for
Sit man.
doing.
He's a farmer.
That's
He's a
it?
farmer in the poor village.
Doesn't have like a knife
just
or anything
said
on
that-
him.
His yearly income is like 15 silver.
Well,
Why is
I
he
just
so
when I
stubborn?
don't necessarily mean like monetary value. I just mean anything value for me, where like a weapon or
I
anything of
see.
sorts.
He does not have a weapon.
All right, fine.
I think at some point
Are
I
there
just
any
kind of
horses
look at
in the
the
barn?
both of you, just being like,
She doesn't say it, but she just looks at you, being like, "Are either of you going to be helpful?"
Still,
Yours out. Are there any horses around?
Probably not. If you're gonna see something around here, you're probably gonna see trobos, which are like the big birds used as mounts as well, but just generally much cheaper because they're easier to breed.
Fine with them. Yeah. Do they have any cards or like any?
I was gonna ask you. I saw in your character sheet there was a card. Do you have a card?
Yeah.
Because you could have brought it over. If you...
From the other. It's from the other adventure. I still have a card and a trouble.
So we have a card in the trobo.
All right. Well, then we probably would have been moving by cart this entire time because Ruby was not walking. There's an option to not walk. She's not walking.
Yeah, I can be walking as well, but oh, right. So I'm waiting for Ruby for a cue because I'm like I'm a soldier, man. I'm just waiting to be ordered around. I think this is the match made in heaven, by the way.
So just every little
another-
Phogrum takes orders from Ruby.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh my
Oh
god.
boy.
Man, what do you want to do?
This is going well. Give me insight checks. Whoever was paying attention enough to Billy's tale to feel like they want.
Yeah, 7.
That was almost a 1.
Insight 12.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Big old 8.
Yeah. Cool story.
Well, so I heard goblins mentioned a lot, but that seems like a bit of a stereotype, it feels like.
Well, I mean, we do know there are goblins living nearby. We see some goblins, some tiny creatures in the dark stealing stuff. One assumes.
Now, what? And they stole grain from you?
That's right. They stole some food, yeah.
I mean, that doesn't seem like a terribly big deal. You seem to have a lot of it.
Well, some of it we sell, and some of it we keep. And we need every little bit that counts, ma'am.
And is this
Another
like
computing
is this a nightly occurrence? Is this how often are they coming and stealing the grain?
Well, I've only seen them once, but they've stolen from other people before. Mostly food though. Mostly food. I think only food.
No, not only food. Tyler said that they stole some of his, hand cream and some ingredients from him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I didn't know.
Well, so you saw them, and it seems like no one else has. Did you follow them? Did your trusty dog chase them down?
Well, let's not get carried away. My dog is he'll bark. He'll let me know if things are around, but it's not much of a chaser, if you know what I mean. Phogrum, you rolled 16, right?
Yeah.
You don't think he's lying 100%? You don't think he's telling the truth 100%?
Interesting. Let me see. 1 second.
Well, which direction did they go in then? Since you just watched them steal your things and then watched them leave.
Oh, yes. Actually, Jack investigated it the next morning for me and helped me put the door back and everything. They ran in that direction over there, and he points to the forest. And he says, and then Jack's actually ascertained that that's where they live. They live somewhere in that direction in the forest.
And the quick question: the dog is back behind us, right?
Dog is sitting near the house in the shade.
Can I want to sneak away and go to the dog.
Don't steal the dog, Brandon.
I know, no, I swear I'm not going to steal it. I'm not Cyberton in this one, I swear. So, I'm wondering, because I want to sneak away and go to the dog, and I'm curious, can I use comprehension on the dog?
Ooh. I think you can. I think you have the spell listed there. Can you link it for us? Let's see. Papa.
It's creature.
Intelligent
creature.
Such as an animal, you can sense its feelings.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can sense its feelings. So you can kind of it won't formulate answers for you, but you can kind of communicate with it. You know, you can potentially do like yes or no answers and this kind of stuff, and try to garner
Basic.
answers from that. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to use comprehension on the dog, and I want to look at it, and I'm going to say, did you see the goblins when they came into the farm?
Yeah. You first of all, like, you touch him and he raises his head just to look at you, but like he doesn't even like look at you. He just like is side-eyeing you, and then you have to touch him to cast a spell, right?
Oh, you're fine.
For the spell to work, and you're like ask him the question, and the feeling you get for him is like, what's a goblin?
So then I try to dumb it down a little bit. I'm like, did you see anything that looked like they were trying to harm this area?
Just a quick question: is he barking or is he talking to a dog and waiting for a response?
That's. I think that's a question for Phogrum. Are you barking or are you like?
I just kind of like, I'm like, bark, 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 bark.
Oh,
Just saying the word bark.
good to know.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
carry on. Yeah,
That's just happening in the background.
we'll fix it in post and just put subtitles of what we're actually saying. Okay, from now on, me and Brenna only saying bark. What you catch from him is bark, 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 bark. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, you. I'll see this. I'll just cut this a little shorter.
Okay.
It takes you a while to get something out of this dog. What you manage to garner is he doesn't know what a goblin is. He doesn't know what a goblin is. He never seen a goblin.
Or anything resembling a goblin, like.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, bark.
Yeah. What you catch from him is he did, sound the alarm. So this was it says like pretty much right. He says that he did see people that weren't supposed to be here at night and barked about it, and Billy did come. And then Billy was talking to them, so he just like went to chill.
Billy was talking to them. Interesting. Okay. So I look at him and I go, bark. Which translates to thank you.
And he's like, puts his face down,
And then
The dog's
I
just-
have. Hold
Yeah.
on. Can I give him a little portion of one of my travel rations?
Yeah, some dried meat for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Aw.
So I give him a little piece of meat for telling me that, and then I walk away back to the group, trying to.
Now he's your friend. Now he's like, he eats it off your hand. Your hand is like all slobbered and stuff.
So trying not to to alarm Billy or anything or make him seem like we're suspicious, I play it off like I didn't, and then I wait until we're done talking to him to talk to you guys about it.
Yeah, probably at this point, Ruby's like, she's out of ideas, so she's just like, all
Can
right,
I-
well, and probably was hanging out, like, waiting for you to come back.
Can I
Is that
see?
so?
So You said I saw footprints around, and he mentioned that they went into the forest. Do I see any footprints leading towards the forest?
Give me another investigation check for it.
Okay. Yeah,
And-
8 plus 3, I think. Yeah, 11.
I'm trying to think what Ruby could do that could help you, but I don't think she has.
Yeah, it's been some days since this happened, at least a couple of days. You do see footprints around. The farm itself mostly seems to be Billy's or like another set of flip-flops that you wager is his wife.
Gotcha.
Which, by the way, seems to be like standing there watching you guys now. But yeah, it
Billy
doesn't
is?
seem. Billy's wife, Mindy.
Billy's wife, okay.
But yeah,
And where's Billy at this point right now?
talking to you guys.
So he's still there. Okay, so both of them are right there right now. So so I can relay the information. I look at both of them and I say, we're very parched from the travel. Would you possibly be able to get us some refreshments? By chance.
He's like, yeah, what cars? Yeah, of course. Come on in if you want, or not. And then he
Well,
kind of go.
I told them,
goes
well,
inside.
we'll stay out here. We'll stay out here for now.
And Mindy goes like, I'll help you. You make a mess of things. And like goes inside with him.
So as they go
Raspberry
inside,
lemonade, please.
So as they leave, I look at everybody and I say, okay, this is going to sound crazy, but I talked to the dog.
No, we saw you talking to the dog. I just thought you went insane, though.
We figured. Yeah.
The crazier thing was I understood what the dog was saying. Now, he mentioned that Billy actually was talking to the goblins. So he did see them very clearly and had a conversation with them, apparently.
So they definitely were goblins, then.
The dog wasn't sure if it was a goblin. It didn't know what a goblin was, but what I can assume, yes, that they were.
Also,
why would-
these goblins have very large feet.
I mean, anyone can have large feet, I suppose, but...
I mean, for goblins. I didn't see
Yeah.
any tiny person.
But
footsteps.
why would he say they're small and they're goblins and he didn't see where they went and he didn't try to follow them?
Do you think
Just-
that he could be working with them?
No, I think he's an idiot.
Just because he's an idiot doesn't mean he might not be working with him.
True.
Miss Pompel, may I try something?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. And I just throw away to the house.
Okay, you're gonna follow them into the house.
Oh yeah, I'll go after him. I might have a thing too.
Okay. You see, you guys walk into the house and then into the kitchen, and you see Billy and Mindy having a discussion, and Billy's like, "Well, but they want lemonade," and Mindy's like, "But one lemon doesn't make lemonade for 4." It's like, well, we just put more water. It's like it's not lemon. It's like, oh, here they are now.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Mindy. Would you let us borrow your husband for a second?
She looks at him. Just take him for all I
By
care.
the way, I don't drink lemonade. I don't drink anything at all, actually. But thank you.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. No. Neither do I.
Right. Yeah. Just
See, now they don't want the lemonade, Mindy.
Oh, it's
Oh.
a physical
Silly.
condition. Yeah. It's Never mind.
I'll take a lemonade. I can dump it somewhere.
I'll
Sorry.
drink yours as well. It's fine. I'm quite parched. I will take yours.
still
I'm
take
quite
mine.
parched. Yes.
I might drink it, but I mean it will just like rust my armor. Just goes straight through. Anyway, Billy,
Are you allergic to it?
mind-
Is that what?
Kinda. Could you follow us into the barn again? We have some follow-up questions.
Mindy, make some tea for him instead, okay? You guys,
Fine.
adventures are so interesting. Your exotic needs.
Yes. Thank you. Please follow me.
Yeah, what is it? And he follows you guys.
Oh yeah, no, it's just something that we found out, and I just like hurry him back to the barn. Can the barn be closed? Like, they're off.
Roughly, yeah. Like the door kind of like, the door like is broken off the hinges a little bit. It's like, but you
Is there
can
like
kind
a
of put it.
bar or something that I can put on front of the thing? Like,
Yes.
I mean, are you just looking to like shield it, or are you looking to like lock it?
yeah, kind of lock it. Just
Okay.
So yeah, I wait for everyone to go inside, and I close the door and bar it.
with
And I
you
turn
inside
to
as well.
Billy. Yeah, with me inside as well. I'm not-
Okay.
And all of us are also there.
Yeah. Yeah, wait for everyone to go inside.
Okay.
I already
Bar the
took my
door.
time going in.
She did not want to go in that barn.
I look straight at Billy. I remove my mask. And I cast damnation on.
Damn.
While saying, "You fool! You lied to us. We talked to the dog. The dog talked. Okay. And now you are going to talk, or else I'm
What?
going to damn you. And I report the family to your traps for 5 seasons."
It's like, you have like this Gandalf talking to the Hobbit moment, and it's like, what? My dog talks? What? No, not my crops. He's like, what? God, me, give me an intimidation check.
Okay. Yeah. I tried. And I nudged Ruby because I know she's like way more intimidating than me.
I'll probably
Even
at
though I
that.
don't have flash.
Probably put a hand on your shoulder at that point and be like, all right, I think that's enough. Billy, is it now time to tell the truth about what happened last night?
It takes a
Okay.
-1, by the way.
give me a diplomacy then to help Gilly. You do have a bonus, Gilly, because you did scary things,
Yes.
and you are scary.
Let me double check my diplomacy here. Where are you?
The reveal that keeps on revealing.
21 diplomacy.
Dun, dun, dun.
The funny thing is, I actually had to wear the mask because I can't like be touched by the sun.
Yeah. Billy has the face of a person who is about to has the face of a person who's about to shit themselves. And it's like, what did your skeleton? How are you a skeleton? Why are you walking around? Why are you talking to my dog? My dog talks. Like, his like brain is frying a little bit. And he's like, what is that? I can't say. They'll kill me. It's like my wife wants me to tell the truth too. She says she's gonna leave me, but what can I do? I can't say. I'm a farmer.
Listen to your wife.
When in doubt, always trust the women in your life.
General good advice.
Um,
Who will kill you if you tell the truth?
he's like, you guys have to promise not to say anything.
Can I just like go around and like act as a chair for him to sit down on, just so he can like relax for a second?
He like unthinkingly just like leans on you. And he's like, "Oh my god, what is my life coming to?" He's like starts crying his sorrows. He's like,
Heard it from you. It's as simple as that. You wouldn't imagine the number of secrets I've heard. I can't tell anyone about any of them, and I can't tell anyone where I heard them.
Yeah, okay. Look, I caught some men. I caught some men stealing from my barn. They were a little rough and kind of ended up breaking the door and called the dog, and the dog called me, and I came over and I tried to scare them off. But there were 3 of them. And they were armed, and they were stealing some of my food, and I just told them, I just told them they could go, and they could take the food, and I didn't mind, but they told me to blame the goblins.
And what did these people look like?
They were human. They were human. I never seen them before.
Can you describe like facial features of any of them?
It was really dark, sir. But they had beards and long hair and everything, and like they seemed like tattered clothes, and you couldn't smell them from afar. I think they're probably living in the woods or something.
Yeah, did they come from the woods to see him?
Smell them from a...
They left.
I like show my sword a little bit to intimidate him. I'm like, trying to keep, because I'm not sure if he's like fully telling the truth or not. And I'm just like, describe the smell and like what they smelled like.
Oh well, sir. Give me insight checks or intuition checks.
Can I also like stick my hand in his face, just being like, "Do you smell anything like this hand cream?"
It's like, no, ma'am, that's a very nice hand cream.
They might be
People were making
angry.
comments, so they just stole the cream.
It says, no, ma'am, they smelled like people that don't shower. A lot. He's telling you the truth. Not all of it, though.
So they don't shower, but they have nice clothes. Anyone who has nice clothes showers. You have to take care of your garments.
No, they don't have nice clothes, no. They have pretty tattered clothes. And
Oh, I thought you said nice. I apologize.
Hmm.
blame it on the internet.
Is there anything you're leaving out? Something you might have forgotten, given, the extenuating circumstances you were in? I'm giving you a chance, man. This is it. This is it.
He's like,
I'm less bad cop now and just disappointed father, trying to switch a little bit.
he's like, He says, that's it. That's all I can remember from that night. And, yeah. Just be careful if you're gonna go to the forest. I only saw 3 of them, but I don't know how many there are.
Did any of them have anything? They just had weapons, right? They didn't have any kind of magical things on them?
Ma'am, I don't think I've ever seen magic.
Yeah, you just did.
That was scary. Please don't do that again.
Oh, it's not all scary, but I won't.
I'll save mine. I have a few trips of my own, but we'll save that for later.
Okay, that sounds good.
So, in the woods again, is it also by the goblins? Or is it farther away from them?
We might talk to the goblins. They might have some people that have something against them that would put the blame on them.
I mean, it sounds like most people in this town do. They all seem to have a very set image of what they're like.
Yeah, I think we should talk to them. Do they live in the woods as well? Because they might show us around if the thieves were from the woods. Apparently, they might know who they are.
He says, yeah, they did go in the direction of the woods, but I don't know where they are staying. I don't know where the goblins are staying. Jack knows where the goblins are staying. The sheriff.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
I suppose we'll go talk to the sheriff.
Should we? Should we?
Well, what do you propose? You want to wander around in the woods?
Okay.
Okay. You make a good point. I turn to the farmer and I dispel the curse, and I say, "Well, Night Mother bless you, good sir, and don't lie to us again. Oh, and by the way, here's a form."
What is
They
this?
ever come back, just no. It's just it's a legal document. It's just
Is it an NDA?
You understand what?
I was hired to be in this episode. Sorry, got mad at there. a little bit.
Those are taken care of. This is this. There's something extra.
He's like, oh, okay. Do you have something I can sign with?
Yes. I just give. It's a chicken feather that I took from the other adventure.
Oh, Gertrude. Poor Gertrude and her sister.
Oh, yes. It's so well.
Retroactively given a name. He just makes an X. Gives it back to you.
Give one to your wife, please, as well.
Okay.
Should we go?
And also,
We should go. I will say for that document, it would make more sense to have it on you. Because I don't think, unless Gilly here will just follow you around until the day you die.
What?
The Night Mother will guide me.
All right.
Have faith. Have faith.
that just makes sense.
So, who's ever around you when you die would search a person and see whether or not you want it to be, brought back.
It does make sense. Yeah, you should carry it. Hey, give it back.
Okay.
Just
Thank
leave
you.
it at your person at all times. Don't leave your house without it.
I will. I'll shower with it and everything. That's cool. Your lemonade's
Maybe
probably
not that.
ready.
Just have have it nearby when you're in the bath.
I haven't invented plastic yet, so maybe.
Just nearby, but you can still die in the bath.
Yeah, laminate it before you.
Is taking baths dangerous? I knew it. Mindy keeps telling me to take showers and wash myself, but I never... I'll tell her that. It's dangerous, I knew it.
It's dangerous, so always have someone on hand to help you if you need to. She could fall.
Okay.
We just
What are
have
you guys doing?
looking for sheriff.
Probably, yeah.
Finding Jack.
All right. So
Do we know where the sheriff is, by the way?
Nope,
No.
we're going back over the bridge, and then if Ruby's in charge, she's just wandering. Kind
I
of
mean, we
keeping
could
an eye out
ask
to see if she's-
Billy, right, where to find him.
Yeah.
You can. It tells you where the sheriff's shack is. You guys go there. It's actually over here. Where's my ruler? It's actually like one of these houses here. And you knock there, and there's no response.
Can I try picking the lock?
Of course.
All right, let's see here.
Is it just me, or is it a little odd that they would have the sheriffs over here instead of in the middle of everything? Although if they don't have a lot of people breaking the law, then I guess you wouldn't have much to do. But then why wouldn't you just be in your office? All very weird.
I rolled a 9.
Can I see what Phogrum's doing and try to help
Yeah.
in some way? What should I roll for that?
You can roll thievery as well.
Okay.
And you can say you're rolling thievery, or you can actually be helping him. So your roll would just like maybe give pluses to his roll. It's up to you.
Well, I rolled a 19 for thievery, so I might just do it myself.
Shove him.
Phogrum out of the way.
And just be like, it's okay, man, I got this.
I just look, I'm like,
Like, hand him back his lockpicks and go, sorry. And like, like step aside once I've unlocked it.
You see
Never apologize for being superior.
you see that like Phogrum is like trying to like the door doesn't have like really a lock. And Phogrum's like trying to like see if there is like one on the side and trying to unlock it, and you're like, oh no, it's probably just like one of those clever laver type situations where it just blocks on the other side, and you just like put a knife in, put it up like this, and then like it's unlocked, and you're like in.
Cool.
I just like kind of take a couple steps back, and I'm like, I just feel defeated because everything that I've tried today has not worked, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stand back a little bit.
You talked to a dog, and that was very useful.
You did a very good
You
job.
did talk to a dog.
And under my breath,
You
and like,
cracked the whole case
I'm
just
like,
by talking to a dog.
I feel like they're like condescending, so I just like under my breath, I'm like, talk to a dog.
Oh, this is just how she
Is it like-
talks to people. This,
As I walk
this is
past,
just
I
how
kind
she
of like
talks
pat
to
him on
people.
the shoulder, like, I can't talk to dogs. And then go in.
I can't talk to dogs.
You need the effort.
I
Amazing.
can talk to a sad dog, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay, you guys are in. Just like a simple shed. There's like a bed, which is kind of a luxury. There's like some buckets. Probably uses it to shower in the river. It's all just like one space, you know. It's rather large, but it's like for a one-person thing. But it's all one space. There's some tools. There's like another bowl hanging from the wall. Seems like an old bow. some arrows. There's like there's like a desk, some stuff on it. Yeah, give me investigation checks.
That's about right.
Very simple shed.
12.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 3, so I get 4.
16.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
rolled a 2 and then added 3, so 5.
So, you guys are all there, kind of hurrying in this, like, investigating the sheriff's shed, trying to find things, like, under his mattress and, like, all this stuff. And Phogrum is just standing at the door, kind of looking at the floor, and he's like, "You know the smell. It smells like something Ruby's carrying around."
Is it the hand cream? I'm like, so I like kind of like take a couple more steps inside, and I'm like, making sure that like you didn't drop anything, and I look at you, Ruby, and I go, do you smell that? It smells like and I don't know what like my character doesn't know what hand cream is, and I'm like, it smells like something that you might have. Is there anything that you have on you, like, specifically?
Oh, there's lots of things I have on me, but
Anything that, like, gives off a stench?
None of my items give off a stench. Now, I have quite a number of creams and perfumes and things that nature. I've had to apply a couple of coats of things to just fend off the general smell of this place. A couple smell like roses, a couple like lavender. It's very soothing. It really helps me.
So, having no idea what she's talking about, I just go, you know what? Let's do this a different way. Take out everything one by one. Let me smell it, and then I'll tell you which item I'm talking about.
No. Never ask to see the contents of a woman's purse. Yes. No.
I look at Gilliam like, can I get a consent form for this?
You never asked to see the contents of a woman's purse.
Roll a lawyering check. Ta-doom-ts.
Let's start with the hand cream I just bought, because chances are the sheriff is not a complete barbarian and has some of his own. And I hand him the tube of the hand cream.
There you go. It's a pretty legit consent form. You take the hand cream you just bought to show him?
Yeah.
So I take it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I put it like right here, and like, because I don't like, I'm just like, what is this? And then it gets a little bit on my nose, and I'm like smelling it, and it's just like, I'm like freaking out because I'm like, what is this? And like trying to like wipe it off. And then I was just like, yep, that's it. That's the thing I'm smelling. And then I like.
Is that the thing he's smelling?
Damn,
yes. Is that... Okay.
Yeah, you are smelling the hand cream.
I take my hand cream back.
Your nose feels pretty nice now, but besides from that, it's not.
It's like rubbing it, and I'm like, oh,
the hand cream.
Okay.
Hand cream has more of a like elaborate. Yeah.
I'm like, circle up.
The guy said circle up. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it has a. It's like the hand cream itself is not the smell, but there's something in the hand cream that smells like this, the thing you're smelling here. It's like
Well, it's all.
one of the herbs or scents or something that was used in this hand cream. The sheriff's shed smells like that for some reason.
It's all locally sourced, so maybe it's just something from the area?
They did steal some ingredients. Maybe the sheriff found some?
What if the sheriff's stealing them? But why would he want hand cream? He could just buy some.
But he's a sheriff. Why would... Oh. I see.
Well, do you want to keep following? Do you know exactly where the smell is coming from? Can we find?
Like, I sniff again, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I pinpoint, but it's like, I don't. It's like because the stench is like sort of soft at the front, right? So like, I'm like, and I walk in a little bit, and I'm just like, I like walk to the right, and I'm just like, and then I'm like walking to the left. And I sniff again, and then I'm just like, I do this like a few times just to like kind of get a base.
Are you sure you're not part dog? Because you
Do I?
talked to a dog and now you're smelling like a bloodhound.
Satyrs are notorious for being able to scope out scents.
Ah. You learned something new.
Like dog.
Like dogs. I just look at you and I go, Mark. And then so I go
Watch out for the full moon.
yeah, so I look and I go towards sort of the back of the room and see if I maybe like locate anything.
Okay. Give me another investigation check or perception check, or whichever you prefer.
All right. Well, neither, because I'm gonna go ahead and use lucky and reroll because that was a 3.
Okay.
Better, I
Don't
guess.
forget to take the 3 p.m. out,
I did.
or mana points.
Investigation. So 16 on the investigation.
Okay.
At least
So you're
I'm
following the
consistent.
smell, and just trying to find where it's like strongest in. You find that it's pretty strong at the desk, but you don't find anything at the desk. You keep looking around, and and you're sure it's coming from somewhere else in the room as well. And you're trying to find it, and you like kind of come to a corner. And you're like, there's nothing in this corner. And you start following it lower, and then you find like a loose floorboard. Like the shed is a little bit raised off the floor. Then you like, it's loose, there's nothing there. Kind of reach inside, start trying to find things. And you bring out 2 little pouches empty and 1 little pouch full. You look inside, and there's like a mixture of like herbs and some other stuff, and like a little bit of the cream in there.
Interesting. So then I immediately grab them and I let everybody know. I'm like, I think I found something, and so I bring it over to everybody, and I give it to Ruby because I know that she'll know more about this than anybody else.
Anybody can
Fair.
roll me a survival check or a knowledge check.
Would this be mysticism at all?
No,
Anybody? Or just a...
everybody
Yes.
can.
Survival or knowledge?
Mhm.
Well,
Ditto.
those are both terrible for me.
Whoops. Oh, there you go.
Oh, well, that wasn't as bad as it should have been.
What do you mean should have been?
She does not know anything, but she got plus ones to most of her stats.
16 is pretty good. This is pretty how do you say? It's not really common knowledge. And you for some reason know this, Ruby. Maybe like in your studying, maybe like in your time with
I dated
noblemen.
someone who like knew some things and would like tell me things, and I would kind of mostly zone it out, but then some of it would like stick in my head.
Yeah, it's just like maybe it was like something like a fun knowledge, fun fact that was like rolling around in your high school or whatever. But somehow, maybe it was like a prank at high school. They were using this like scent to call owlbears. It's a thing called bear nip. And it apparently attracts them and makes them like rage.
Like the opposite of catnip, then. Right. Yeah.
Hey, it hits different people different ways, man.
Yeah. No judgment.
So am
With that-
I affected by this at all then? Like just being an animal,
No.
like at all, like having or being like part animal?
Only owl bear.
Are you part bear, part owl, or part owlbear?
I want to be.
Roll a d100. No, just kidding. No, you're not affected.
Like who doesn't?
For you, it's not the blue moon; it's the smell. Becomes a were owlbear. No, with this new knowledge, that makes no sense for you guys, I guess. We're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Cool.
So we'll see you guys in a bit.